Hi folks, and welcome back to another video. This is actually three drawings, three speed paints in one. This is the lesbian flag up first. Now, I want to address a lot of the issues in the lesbian community. The reason why I'm doing lesbian first in this, has anyone seen a lot of lesbian erasure recently? In Google, when they were doing their pride stuff, there was if you look at the pride picture icon thingy, that they do whenever something's special or something, there was no lesbian flag. There was non-binary, about time we got some rep. And there was there was pansexual and ace, but there was absolutely no lesbian flag, which was really weird. And there's a whole reason why we have LGBTQ and not GLBTQ, because lesbians, there was so much erasure that they changed the acronym so we didn't leave lesbians out. I mean, that's not to say that the lesbian community isn't without its own problems in of itself, There are the TERF lesbians who need to go fuck themselves, because trans women are women, you dumbasses. There's a reason why it's trans women. Women. And to the lesbians who won't date bi girls because they've been with a man. What? I do not understand that. But yeah, there's been a lot of lesbian hate in erasure as well. Most of the lesbians actually aren't actually like that. Mainly because they're decent fucking human beings who've also been discriminated against. I know what it's like. I know that it's not fair to, be discriminated against. But I guess not. There's just a few bad apples, but a few bad apples spoils the crop. So we'll just try and keep your stuff together. But, okay, away from the commentary on all the shit's going on in the queer community, I'd like to just talk about my drawings for a second. Now, it is really a true saying when it's every picture contains 1,000 words. Here she's a spy, and there's a really great story behind it, but I don't know what is. And here we're starting off now with bisexual. Now, this is a bisexual night. A fun fact about these is these are all actually redrawings. Yes, I drew these originally, and I lost all the filming for Lesbian. Well, past the lineup for Lesbian, so I redid it. I lost all the filming for the gay pirate. I just didn't like how the bisexual one turned out, so I redid it and crammed it into this video. Because I'm a perfectionist like that. Now, I'm actually quite happy with how this turned out. It could have been a lot worse. The background was good. The sword was a fucking nightmare. But it was fun. Another thing I've seen is bisexuals get a lot of hate. It's always pick a side. I do not understand why you guys have to pick a side. I mean, I technically fit under the bisexual category, and I'm like, but girls and non-binary people, they're so freaking pretty. Why do I have to choose? Bitch, it's not my fault you can't see the beauty. But yeah, that's one of my annoyances with folks who just don't understand how you can like one or more genders. But the bisexual community seems to be pretty chill. You guys are just throwing up peace signs and finger guns and cuffing your jeans every time you walk out of the bathroom, and that is why you take so long. I know you didn't come here to be exposed, but it's happening. But yeah, that's apart from that, the bisexual community is actually like pretty chill from what I've heard, unless there's been any drama and I need to sort anything out. Though no, not pansexual is not biphobic, because obviously you can have preferences, you can just not be attracted to some genders, and pansexual, while does fit under the bisexual label of 2 or more genders, it means to like love all genders and date based on personality. So it is actually different. There are like a small few differences, but the differences that actually happen are, well, not small, but actually quite big, and like a whole defining reason of, you know, your romantic attraction and sexual attraction and everything. But moving on from that, let's talk about the drawing. I'm really happy with the way it turned out. I already stated before. The lighting was a fucking nightmare, as were the shading. But the shading on the large tree that covers them, like one of the feet for the night. And I actually quite enjoy that. And yeah, this took quite a few hours. This whole video is roughly like 30 odd hours of drawing, aka 30 odd hours of me hyper focusing, because my brain's fun like that. I forgot what lunch was, or what breakfast and dinner was, or you know, hygiene. Don't be like me. Take regular breaks. Set yourself a timer, and you know, drink. Self-care. That is important, especially for like your mental and physical health. Started it all off. Well, the redrawing of the drawing that started it all off. This is the gay pirate. This cheeky little son of a bitch came into my head roughly a good 4 so months ago, because that's how long I've been doing these drawings. But he was a lot of fun to draw. It was really fun. I had a great time doing this, but then I have a great time whenever I do any of my drawings. But yeah, he was the one who started him off. He has this really cheeky personality from what I've seen, incredibly flirty. I'm getting this great vibe from him, and I sense like a really fun story. And if any of you have any names for these characters, I'd love to hear it. Because I actually don't know what kind of names they'd have. Roughly what I'm drawing is just different time periods with different flags. I even go into the Rococo time period, which is one of my favorite things. I love the Rococo time period. The fashion was amazing back then. But you know, I'm getting off track with that. So we're going back to him being the cheeky gaby he is. I'm not too sure what to call him, and I'd like to know your thoughts on the name.